20th week of the hard work. Yeah, you heard me right. 20, 20. It's been that much since I've been doing some shit here and there, of course. Now, you can see I got some haircut. I feel better, I feel more optimistic, more enthusiastic, more energized in other ways. Now, what I just want to say, it's gonna be quite short. I'm not gonna record like a 10-hour long video or something, right? What I'm gonna do here is quite simple. I will just simply tell you what's gonna happen and what happened in the previous week. Actually, it's gonna be a bit reversed. I'm gonna first tell you what happened, then I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. So the first thing is what happened this week. Now, as usual, I was quite lazy. Yes, I'll be honest. I'll raise my hands, both of them, and I'll admit that I've just wasted my time that I could do better. And now, because of that, it sucks, I'll be honest. It absolutely is, but at the same time, I've learned a good lesson. I've realized what was missing for me personally and for my own business, for my own development as a person, skill development, whatever that is, right? I've learned a lot of things along the way, and I'm seriously grateful for it. It's been almost like a month since I've moved here to Georgia, came here, met my friends. It's like having completely new life. This is very interesting experience, I'll be honest with you. So I've learned a lot throughout this month. Mostly this month went on a trash can. Like it was a waste. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's the end of the day, you know how they say? So, interestingly enough, before I came here, I was talking about this, like moving out, new country, new people, etc., with ChatGPT. Now, interestingly enough, what he said, like, turns out it actually happened. He told me that most likely the first month of me being here will be wasted, and probably even longer. Like when I first heard that, I thought he's like joking that it cannot be true. I was disciplined. Realistically, I was so disciplined that probably Chinese monks would be jealous of, not really jealous, like they would be shocked. All right. I know I have that much of an ego, but that's a completely different story. I was completely disciplined. And so when I've heard that for the first time, I was like, there is no fucking way this is gonna happen. There's absolutely no way this will happen, and I completely disagree. And I will do my best for it not to happen. Now, of course, he also gave me some good reasons. Apparently, it is extremely stressful for your mental health because you see, if you lived your entire life under someone's protection, then you not living under someone's protection, it's really tough. You are used to living under someone's protection. Someone else is taking full on responsibility for your life. And now you taking care of your own self is a complete different league. So apparently, I just cannot express it properly. It is not the same. Completely not. Especially if you're not working somewhere. Because usually I would be working like 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's some shit job. I had some good amount of external pressure, good amount of urgency as well, and this would cause me to fucking work like a beast. But here I am, complete, full on, 24/7, free time, free schedule. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And apparently, what happens is not that you're gonna spend your entire time working on some shit, but rather spending it on something elsewhere. Like, somewhere elsewhere that's not gonna give you something good in return whatsoever. So, realistically speaking, it turns out ChatGPT was right. Like, what I was thinking, what I was predicting didn't happen at all. In fact, the opposite happens, what the GPT predicted. And thus it became quite funny. Because now it kind of reminds me of a, how do you say, like the person who can read your fate or destiny or some bullshit like that, if you know what I mean. It genuinely became funny for me. And now the good news is that now that the first month has almost ended, I am slowly regaining the momentum to my previous life, how I was living before. I was working 24/7 and I barely had any free time. Like if I did, I would probably, I don't know, read some books, do something productive. But here I am, not doing anything productive. Like it took me it took me quite an effort to just fucking put my phone, press record button and yap. Just think about this. And I'm not even talking about the other channel, because honestly speaking, I've been procrastinating on that stuff for also about a month. Like it's been 3 weeks. I have some ideas. Like at first, the problem was that don't have any ideas whatsoever. But now I do have some ideas, but it becomes hard for me to execute on that. And I think I've found out the reason. You see, if you haven't been doing something for a while, like let me give you an analogy with the gym, right? You've been going to gym for a couple of years. Let's imagine such a scenario. You can now bench press 100 kilograms, which is an amazing result, or 2 plates, whatever you call it. That's a really, really impressive result. But then, let's say an injury happened and you had to quit the gym for 6 or 12 months, whatever the number is. Then, when you come back, do you still think you'll be able to bench press 100 kilos? Or you think you would start with something simple? Now, obviously, it's the option B, which is you'll start with something simple. That's how it works. Like always. And interestingly enough, it is not only like applicable to the gym alone, it can be applied to anywhere else. Gym, work, meditation, journaling, whatever you think of. Even dating. Interesting. And so I've started like slowly approaching this method. And it works. Genuinely speaking. Like my first daily quota was doing 32 outreach per day, like 1 hour of skill improvement, 1 hour of content creation. The problem was, like, I haven't been doing it for a while, like a couple of weeks or months, right? I've lost the momentum. And my dumbass thought that I need to do the same 100 kilos bench press whilst I haven't been doing it for a while. And obviously, what happened? I felt so like I just wanted to procrastinate on that shit a lot. Like, I'll be honest, a lot. And it happened. I did procrastinate. for a while, turns out. Stuff that I was imagining that would work didn't work in the first place, simply because I didn't have a momentum. Now, as I said, I slowly start to regain the momentum back. And it's genuinely being better now. Like, seriously, it's getting better. I've done like one outreach, which realistically speaking is a very small amount. It's like not gonna do you pretty much well, but at least I've done something, right? I've done something. Next day I'm gonna increase the count, make it more. The next day even more, until eventually it's gonna be 32 outreaches per day. It's gonna be 1 hour of skill improvement, 1 hour of this, 1 hour of that, blah 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 blah. Boom, done. I am quite optimistic when it comes to shit like that. And I will get better no matter what it takes. That was my life for last week, for last month. And this is gonna be my life for next year. I'm quite happy. Like, I've been through shit. I'm grateful for that shit. How funny is that? Be grateful, man. Seriously. Life throws at you a lot of problems, struggles, but it's never really a bad thing. If you look at it from a different perspective, from like a different point of view, right? You think, yeah, your life hard. Like I can give you I can tell you a story of a guy, of my co-worker when I was working at the restaurant. He told me like his life story. He would always complain and tell me that how lucky I am and how unlucky he was. So to simplify it, basically he lost his dad, which is like I told him like my condolences and all this stuff. Then he told me like his mom is sick, she got cancer, which is that was also quite like shocking for me, I'll be honest. And he had to work two jobs at the same time. One of the jobs were like the waiter job that I was working apparently, a shit job. And tonight, like after that job, he would work some couple like a couple of hours extra at another job, like a night shift, just to be able to like afford rent, a like hospital bills for his mother, and also he had like two younger brothers and two older ones, or it was one younger and two older, whatever. So he had like a lot of brothers as well, and he had to take care of them as well, alone, in a fucking Turkey, where economy is fucked up. Think about this. Now, sure, when I've heard that story, when I heard his situation, I've told him honestly, yes, your life is quite messed up. I'll be completely transparent. However, it is not a reason for you to be like unhappy. It is not a reason for you to be like complaining about the situation. Like, I've asked him one good question. Like, first, I told him, do you believe in a God? He said yes. I told him, okay, why don't you think that this is a God's like test? Like he's testing your will, how strong you are, whether or not you will be able to endure like the amount of test, the amount of things that he have had to go through. And when I told him, like his face changed. I saw him as like, oh, that might be case. Now, of course, eventually he didn't really change himself, his mindset and personality. He was still complaining. He would still tell me how unlucky I am. But still, I believe that was a very good time for me. I've learned quite a lot. Seriously, I've been working at that restaurant as a waiter for a year and a half, and in total. And I've learned a lot of stuff from it. Yeah, sure, my life was shit, but I'm grateful for that because I've learned a lot along the way. And I'm still learning because I am a student 24/7. I'll never stop being a student, and I should not be ashamed of being one. And you either, my friend. Never ever stop being a student. The only way that you can surpass others is only if they stop becoming a student and you will just keep being one. I know it's easier to say than actually do it, but I'll be honest, that's completely true. Whether or not you wanna do it, it's up to you. But I just decided to share with some good old advice. Old but gold. Alright, Mo, I have to go to the gym now. And like as you can see, I even got some firstly bulked up. That's number one. Number two, got some gym clothes. So I should be going now. Alright, remember, belief plus action equals correction.